Don't look now, but gas prices today are lower than they were a year ago. But that could change because this week the European Union, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia hit Russia with two big oil sanctions: a price cap on Russian oil and an EU ban on Russian oil shipped by sea. Now, as I've reported repeatedly, oil is a global commodity, and disruptions in one part of the world impact the oil supply around the world. The fact is, it's just too early to tell how much these moves will destabilize the global oil market or possibly jack up gas prices. So far, there's been no real impact yet. I want to thank my TikTok subscribers for voting for this story for me to cover as a bonus this week. If you want to vote too, make sure you subscribe to my TikTok page only during my next live event. So here's what's going on. This all has to do with the Russian invasion of Ukraine and all the ways the West wants to cut off Russia's money supply to fund that war. Russia is the #2 oil producer in the world, so oil is a big source of their income. Back in May, the 27-member EU bloc voted that after December 5th, they would no longer allow Russian oil to be imported into the bloc by sea. But recently, on top of that, the EU, US, UK, and Australia also imposed a $60 a barrel price cap on Russian oil for other countries that import Russian oil but don't have sanctions against them, like China, India, and Turkey. But how in the world would they enforce that? Well, they hit the global oil insurance and shipping services, which are mostly located in G7 countries. The $60 barrel price cap really says the Americans, Europeans, and G7 will not service Russian oil shipments unless the oil on that ship is being sold at $60 a barrel. Of course, Russia could try and go around that by using other boats, banks, and insurers, but it would be really hard to do it at the volume they need to keep their oil money flowing. Russia has denounced this price cap and is working on a response that could include banning oil sales to certain countries or cutting oil production altogether. On the flip side, the EU, UK, US, and G7 all say this $60 price cap accomplishes the goal of cutting Russia's funding mechanism off at the knees while also ensuring that the oil market doesn't sustain a huge hit. We will have to wait and see how this all shakes out.